Suddenly I heard a noise ahead, a soft rhythmic sound like the ticking of a clock. I followed it, drawn by a morbid curiosity. The path led me to a clearing, where a solitary figure stood beside an ancient, crumbling well. It was the man from the bus station. His pale face turned up to the sky, his eyes closed as if in prayer. He opened his eyes as I approached, that same twisted grin spreading across his face. "You made it," he said, his voice like the rustling of dry leaves. "I've been waiting for you." "Who are you?" I demanded, my voice steadier than I felt. "What do you want from me?" He chuckled, a sound that seemed to echo through the forest. "I am the conductor," he said, "and I've brought you here to make a choice." He gestured to the well, and I saw that the ticking sound was coming from within. "Look inside," he said. "See what awaits you." I stepped forward, my heart pounding in my chest. The well was filled with darkness, but as I peered in, I saw a faint light flickering deep below. The ticking grew louder, more insistent, and I realized it was the sound of my own heartbeat echoing through the chasm. "What's down there?" I asked, my voice barely a whisper. The conductor's grin widened. "Your destiny," he said, "but be warned, the path to enlightenment is never easy. You must face your fears, confront your past, and make your choice. Will you take the plunge, or will you turn back and live in ignorance?" I looked into the well, feeling the pull of the darkness. I knew there was no turning back, not really. I had been brought here for a reason, and I had to see it through. I took a deep breath, steeling myself for what was to come. "I'll do it," I said, my voice filled with determination. "I'll face my destiny." The conductor nodded, his eyes gleaming with a strange mix of pride and malice. "Then let the journey begin," he said, and with a sudden violent shove, he pushed me into the well. As I fell, the ticking of my heartbeat grew louder, drowning out my screams. The darkness rushed up to meet me, and I knew that whatever awaited me at the bottom, my life would never be the same again. I plummeted into the darkness, the ticking of my heartbeat echoing loudly in my ears. The fall seemed endless, the air growing colder and denser with each passing second. I braced myself for impact, but instead of hitting solid ground, I landed in a pool of icy water. The shock of the cold snapped my senses into high alert. I surfaced, gasping for breath, and found myself in a dimly lit cavern. The walls were lined with glowing crystals that cast eerie shadows on the rough stone. The ticking sound had stopped, replaced by an oppressive silence that seemed to press down on me. As I waded to the edge of the pool, I noticed a narrow tunnel leading deeper into the cavern. There was no other way out, so I followed it, my heart pounding with a mix of fear and anticipation. The tunnel twisted and turned, leading me through a labyrinth of dark passages and chambers filled with strange, otherworldly artifacts. Suddenly I heard a noise ahead, a soft rhythmic tapping like the sound of footsteps. I quickened my pace, drawn by a morbid curiosity. The tunnel opened into a large chamber, where a figure stood with its back to me, tapping a cane against the stone floor. "Who are you?" I called out, my voice echoing through the chamber. The figure turned slowly, revealing an old woman with piercing eyes and a wicked smile. "Ah, you've arrived," she said, her voice like the rustling of dry leaves. "I've been waiting for you." "Waiting for me?" I echoed, confusion and fear warring within me. "Why, who are you?" Her smile widened, revealing a row of sharp yellowed teeth. "I am the Keeper of Fates," she said. "And you, my dear, have a choice to make. A choice that will determine not just your destiny, but the fate of many." Hit the subscribe button to find out what happens next in this journey through terror.